Kaycreigh has shocked the Elestrals world with a 2-1 start, and she's taking on community favorite Werts in a showdown of Earth versus Fire. Make sure you check out Elestriad.com for all the latest standings and much more. With 12 packs to open up this week, Kay kicks it off with a Hollow Mestation, Hollow Vertilith, and an epic full art too.
Ooh, wait, I needed that one! Okay, another one of those. Ooh! Oh! I mean, I do kind of like the idea that I just flexed on them by pulling their mascot. Like,
Werts on the Imperawatt side lands a huge hit that can only be found in base set packs.
What? What?
Ooh.
Oh, Altar?
Altar is huge. Altar is huge.
He finishes his opening off with a Pegas and third Amphirix. His Blazerus strategy is heating up as the season goes on. From there, Werts makes a swap and picks up 3 Helios Chariot Ride from MBT in exchange for some cool runes like the Altar of Stars he just pulled. Kay may be rocking Earth, but she's been on a hot streak this season. Let's see what deck she's bringing this week.
okay, here to do a little deck profile. Pretty much the same as the past 2 weeks, just one little change. Took out a crab, added a Vertilith. So I've got 3 Rabbit, 3 Rummagem, 3 Tectaurus, 1 Vertilith, 3 Elechic, 3 Lynx, 2 Laurels, 2 Arrows, 2 Gorgons, 3 Ambrosia, 2 Shields, 1 Crab, 3 Forest, 3 Tsunami, 3 Demeter, and 3 Earthquake. As for strategies, well, I'm gonna really try to not get burned by Puppy for everything that I have to my being. Another week where I'm absolutely terrified of a big boy. I'm gonna hope that if it hits the field, I have the runes, I have the Lynx, the Demeter, the Earthquake, whatever I need to deal with it. And I'm hoping that specifically I can get some really big boys on the field so that they can't get run over by Puppy if it comes out. Big Tectaurus, Vertilith with its 7 defense plus a Forest could do it. Actually, I think without Forest. I don't know. Numbers. But yeah, I'm believing in the heart of the cards. I'm dressing like I've been looking in the thumbnails, hoping that brings me some amount of luck. And yeah, okay.
I love the Vertilith edition, and much like previous weeks, Kay's game plan comes down to Equalinx and Demeter, and how those two combo to do rune destruction. Werts is a veteran, he has to know this strategy is coming. Let's see what he cooked up with his fire deck.
Alright, so let's talk about week 4 against Kaycreigh. Now, I'm going to be honest, our team is a little bit scared of her deck. She's got removal for days with all of her Earthquakes, she got, I believe, Royals, PTAs, got everything. So we're going kind of back to week 2 with the Blazerus kind of OTK punch 'em a bunch strategy. Helios Chariot Ride, I got 3 of those now. I have my 1 Chains Prometheus, I got Pegas. So ideally I'm going to remove or ignore runes. Now the problem here with Chains Prometheus and Helios Chariot Ride is without like Gorgon's Gaze to protect them from an Equalinx, these are going to get popped really fast. So I either need to find 2 of them or they don't draw Equalinx at all, which they're an Earth deck, they have Rummagem, they're going to find Equalinx really fast. So I can't rely on these counter runes in the Earth matchup. So I do have to run the Pegas, and the Gorgon's Gaze is literally only going to be used on Equalinx if I have to, or some kind of other strategy where I just need to use Gorgon's Gaze, stop something from happening, and hopefully win the next turn. We're trying to win in like 1 big hit, maybe 2 big hits, where we're going Hephaestus into Exalt Flare, into Blazerus, so I have 3 Blazerus. Backup strategy, I have Kinleo to removal, it'll bait out some Gorgon's Gazes. If I can't get to my rune disruption like Helios or Pegas, Hephaestus is my Nexus Bank, as well as I still run the 1 Bag of Winds. You saw that last week against Coder. Fantastic card. The Bag of Winds is honestly probably going to go on a Blazerus, or maybe even a Waspire, just because they're going to have difficult getting over 7 attack without Demeter. And even with Demeter, if they play like Equalinx gets to 7 exact, crashing to a Blazerus with like 3 or 4 spirits on it, it's going to still do a ton of damage to them. So running Bag of Winds to put on a Blazerus, I think is going to be actually probably more viable. My biggest threat is probably going to be that Mostation plus Stadium. And otherwise, consistency engine, we're doing their Ash Rabbit, Small Tuga, Comagma, and my 2 Circle of Skies. That's basically the deck. Hopefully it goes all right. The team's kind of afraid of Kaycreigh's deck, so there was a lot of options we could have done. This is what we settled on. Enjoy the match.
I love seeing 3 Helios Chariot Ride alongside Blazerus and Trifernal. This allows Blazerus to attack twice freely without worrying about counter runes for the turn. Werts' deck is all out offensive, but if the draws don't go his way, he may end up bricking and give Kaycreigh a huge opening to take this one. We'll see if he can pull off that double attack and keep those runes in check. All right, Werts is gonna kick this one off with a Nectar of the Gods, 2 Fire Spirits, allowing him to draw 2 additional cards. This is gonna be an interesting clash. Like I said, I think a lot of people have been really pumped about Kaycreigh's performance this season, coming out hot, throwing down 2 big wins against 2 of the best casters in the Elestriad. Werts going double Nog to start this one off. That makes a lot of sense. We talked a little bit about it in the beginning of this video. Werts' deck is very combo heavy, so getting those combo pieces early is going to give him that opening, but it's very expensive to run a triple Nog. He's drinking good today. 6 spirits burned on the first 3 cards played. He's got a massive hand of cards, but as we mentioned, the brick is real. He's really got to find an opportunity to get Helios Chariot Ride face down. He's got to get an Elestral to the field. He's got to ascend it into Blazerus and have it hit 2 Elestrals. If he can manage that, then he's in an incredible spot. Magma is going to be his first Elestral cast, allowing him to draw an additional card and then send one to the Underworld. He tosses a Volcanic Forge. That almost certainly means that he has another Forge in hand. He's going to start setting his back row, almost certainly looking to get one of those Helios Chariot Ride face down. 4 back row is there, and Kaycreigh is now on the offensive, looking to break down those back row walls. An Equal Links combo right out the gate would be massive. She goes to cast her first Celestial with an Earth Spirit, and it's going to be Equal Links, exactly what she wants. Does she have the Demeter to pair with it? If so, this could be huge, as both the Demeter provides the offensive buff to Equal Links to power over the Magma, but additionally and most importantly, that rune destruction is big, and she's got it. The 3 Earth Spirits hit the field, and it's gonna be time for the Goddess of the Harvest herself, Demeter, the key to the Earth beatdown deck, and now the Nexus strategy is in full effect. Kay gonna opt to set a couple runes face down potentially and prepare for whatever oncoming onslaught could be happening from Werts. Just 1 face down rune. The Nexus takes place. There it goes onto the Equal Links, and one of those 4 runes will be the target of Kaycreigh's Equal Links. This is a crucial decision here. You're basically playing just a gamble game here. You don't know what you're gonna get, and lands a Hephaestus. Probably one of the less ideal options to hit, as it doesn't actually provide any protection for Werts, and realistically, it's only going to be important for Nexus later on, so I think Werts is feeling pretty good that that's the card that goes down, as again, it could have been a lot worse if something else was hit, like a Shield of Achilles. We're going to see that disenchant off the Demeter. That's going to buff up that Equal Links to 7 attack for the remainder of the turn, which will allow it to hit over the Magma. Werts reaches and grabs a Gorgon's Gaze. That will stop the attack of the Equal Links and keep Magma around for an additional turn. Now, if you're Werts, ideally you allow Kaycreigh to get 2 Elestrals on the field, and you rely on your back row to stop those Elestrals from attacking. However, because Equal Links is one of those Elestrals, you cannot allow it to just sit on the field. You have to deal with it this turn. Throwing away that Volcanic Forge may prove to be big. Let's see if you got another one. A second Magma hits the field, providing even more draw power. Gonna go with the Water Enchant actually instead, so it's a misenchant to play around a potential Tsunami. This guarantees that Werts will be able to take out the Equal Links no matter what. Opting to go Volcanic Forge here. That is the buff he was looking for, but let's not forget about his spirit count here. Kaycreigh 16 spirits, Werts with 9. Magma fires off an attack. Does Kaycreigh have a response? No. Equal Links goes down. That is big. And now a damage is taken. A spirit of damage is taken from Kaycreigh as she's forced to expend from the other Magma hitting directly. Werts still sitting with 2 face down runes. The good news for Kaycreigh here, though, is that it is very possible that like one of them is a Helios Chariot Ride, which is kind of an irrelevant card at this stage of the game. So it may not be as scary to face those 2 runes as it normally would be. A Water Spirit is played. Is this going to be an Elestral? It's going to be a Resting on Your Laurels. That is big, as she can now take out the Fire Enchanted Magma. Super important because it means that if Blazerus hits the field, it has to be misenchanted. So it will only be able to attack once. Here comes an Earth Spirit. Will it be that Moss Station this time? It's going to be Tectorus getting buffed up by the Demeter as well. That's going to provide this Tectorus at 5 attack because of the buff of Demeter. So Kay has a choice to make. Does she disenchant her Demeter to buff the Tectorus up to ensure that it hits over the Comagma? Or does she go for the Crash? Looks like she's going to attack into it. And I'm a little unsure. I think the Tectorus should be 5 attack. Oh, the Comagma was water enchanted. I'm sorry. The Comagma was 4 attack, so I stand corrected there. That's why the Comagma went down. My apologies. The Ambrosia hits the field from Werts, one of his face down runes. That might have been the bigger hit instead of the Hephaestus a few turns ago. But this Tectorus does stand strong at 5 attack. And again, Werts' Comagma that was left was water enchanted, so did not benefit from the Volcanic Forge. So very perfectly executed there from Kaycreigh as this clash gets closer and closer. 13-11 now after that Ambrosia. And the last face down room is actually another Hephaestus. So Werts feeling pretty good right now. He was able to actually get all of the cards he needed. And now the scare of a potential Kinleo is big here as he can search his deck for an artifact. We've seen him use Bag of Winds, and that's exactly what he's going to grab. The Bag of Winds. Here comes Exalt Flare. If Kay doesn't have a good counter rune here, this could be really, really bad for Kaycreigh, as Exalt Flare is now able to Nexus off of Hephaestus onto Exalt Flare. That's going to put Exalt Flare at 3 spirits, and it can ascend immediately. Kaycreigh needs a Shield of Achilles. She needs a Tsunami. She needs something here. Werts is going to go grab another Water Spirit. Tsunami is not going to be the answer. This is a Blazerus with 4 spirits on it that can attack twice this turn. If it connects, it is going to do 7 spirits of damage to Kaycreigh with 2 attacks. And there is the Bag of Winds. That means that Blazerus cannot be targeted by runes, which means her only saving grace in the entirety of Elestrals right now is an Altar of Stars, or it is a Shield of Achilles. Circle the Sky, adding an additional spirit to Blazerus. That turns this into 9 spirits of damage if this attack goes off. Werts is all in on this play. 3 spirits to go. He's hedging his bets. Is it a Shield of Achilles? There's the attack. Does Kaycreigh have a Shield of Achilles? No. The Tectorus goes down. 4 spirits of damage. Then a second attack to hit for another 5 spirits of damage. And Kaycreigh has taken 9 spirits of damage against what is basically an invincible Blazerus that has dealt so much damage in 1 turn by Werts. What an insane combo from the veteran Elestrals player. Kaycreigh was not ready for that one, as now she has to somehow navigate around a Blazerus with Bag of Winds. Werts down to just 3 spirits. Kaycreigh down to 4 spirits. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Is it an Equalings to pop the Bag of Winds into an Earthquake? There's no way, right? It's a Moss Station at 6 attack? Wait a minute. Werts is looking nervous. Moss Station at 6 attack, plus the buff from Demeter hits 9 attack. That means it may be strong enough to take out the 7 attack Blazerus. Werts opting to circle the sky earlier and take away his Volcanic Forge, removing some of the buff that Blazerus provided or that it gained from the Forge, and that could prove to be one of the biggest mistakes as he loses all of those spirits. Kaycreigh with the Moss Station taking out the Blazerus, and Werts is devastated in a 3-3 clash. He's forced to simply just pass his turn. Kaycreigh, does she have another Elestral? She's got an Ambrosia to heal. This is insane. Werts executes a crazy strategy, and Kaycreigh, with her little rock crab, healing up, and she has another opportunity to hit directly this turn, as Werts only has 1 face down card and could not expend to draw. Does Kaycreigh have another Elestral? She does. I think it's an Astrabbit. No, it's an Elechick. That's gonna get her the Demeter, which is even better, as now Elechick and Moss Station can attack directly and deal 2 spirits of damage, as Werts is gonna be down to just 1 spirit when this turn ends. Kaycreigh, against all odds, against an insane Blazerus that did 9 spirits in 1 turn. I cannot believe what I am seeing right now. 2 spirits taking from Werts. He's down to 1. He draws. Does he have anything? He folds. Kaycreigh takes it and moves to 3-1 in the Elestriad. An insane win for Kay as she continues her dominance behind Earth and her best pal Moss Station. You can't even I don't even know. This is insane. Stay tuned for tomorrow's clash. Congratulations to Kaycreigh. That was a crazy, crazy clash.